Dear man of God, dear woman of God, welcome to your channel for understanding the Bible. Here, we explore the scriptures not only to read them, but to understand them, to feel them, and to live them. Today, we are going to discover one of the most powerful and deepest stories in the Bible, the story of Jonah, the man who ran away from God's call and who was caught by his grace. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming biblical meditations. Make yourself comfortable, open your heart, and let the word speak to us. There was a time when violence had a name, a time when certain cities made entire peoples tremble before they were ever seen. Nineveh was one of them, a city built on blood, protected by fear, fed by cruelty. Stories were told of its wars, whispers spread of its tortures, and everyone prayed that evil would stay far away, very far away. The people of God lived weary of waiting for justice, weary of believing without seeing, weary of forgiving while others crushed. They still believed, but their faith had hardened. They wanted a God who judges, not a God who forgives. Jonah was a prophet. He knew the voice of God. He had heard it before. He had spoken it before. But Jonah was also a man, with his anger, his limits, his silent refusals. He believed in God, but he could not bear the idea that God might love everyone. And the voice came to him, "Rise, go to Nineveh. Proclaim to them that their violence has come up before me." Jonah understood immediately, and his heart closed, for he knew that God does not always call to destroy, but sometimes to save. Jonah then did what many men do. He fled. He went down to the port. He chose a ship going in the opposite direction, far from Nineveh, far from the call, far from the voice. He said to himself, "If I go far enough, he will leave me alone." Jonah went down into the hold of the ship, where the light barely reaches, where the voice of heaven can no longer be heard, and he fell asleep. Not a peaceful sleep, but the sleep of escape. Then the sea rose up, the wind howled, the waves struck the ship like judgment. The sailors cried out, they prayed to their gods, they threw the cargo overboard. But nothing changed. They found Jonah asleep, while everyone else fought to stay alive. He slept, they woke him, and he went up onto the deck. The sea was raging, but Jonah was calm, too calm. The lot was cast, and the lot fell on Jonah. Then he spoke. He said he was fleeing. He said he was fleeing the God who made the sea and the land. And the sailors were seized with fear. Jonah said to them, "Throw me into the sea." It was not courage. It was surrender. He preferred death to obedience, and in tears, they threw him overboard. Jonah fell. The water closed over his mouth. The noise disappeared. He went down, deeper, deeper. He thought, this is where everything ends. But God was not finished. In the darkness, something seized him, not to devour him, but to keep him alive. Jonah was swallowed, and the world became dark. There was no more time, no more direction, no more escape, only darkness, heat, and silence. Jonah was alive, but confined. There, in that belly, Jonah understood. This was not punishment. It was confrontation. He was finally alone with what he had been running from all along. Then Jonah prayed, not like a prophet, not like a confident man, but like a broken man. "From the depths of the abyss, I cry out. You brought me down to the roots of death." Jonah finally understood. He was not fleeing Nineveh. He was fleeing a God capable of forgiving even his enemies. And for the first time, he accepted it. Then the fish rose up. Light returned. Air became possible again. Jonah was cast onto dry land. He was breathing. He was alive. But he was no longer the same man. He had passed through death without dying. This time, he does not flee. He stood up. He looked toward the land, and he walked. And Jonah rose and went where God was sending him. Part 2 is coming soon. It will lead us to the heart of Nineveh, where a simple message will shake a great city, and where God's mercy will reveal the true battle of the human heart. If this video spoke to you, please leave a like to support this work. Tell us in the comments what this story inspired in you, what it reminded you of, or what it awakened within you. And do not forget, the word is not given to us only to be heard, but to be lived, to be continued.